in this society we live, I can adapt. And if I made it once, I know that I can make it back. What's opinions or a fact? I've been climbing. Now what they call procrastination, I see perfect timing. It coming where we from, no, not the city, but the bottom. No hope and resolutions when you know you was the problem. I told Dre it ain't like I'm really done with lectures, so I done what's best for me. You ain't a failure for investing in your dreams. And when that day should come, I earned it all relentlessly.
Welcome to another episode of the Mentee Channel. I'm your host, G. Man, I'm so grateful to be able to bring this phenomenal brother to you all today, man. Like, he's not a man of many words, but because it's two things he doesn't waste. It's words and time, man. So I'm definitely grateful to be able to share this opportunity of having him on, man. Like, he is just hustle. Like, is the definition. Like, literally the man's middle name, basically. Hustle man. Dama, Reid, we appreciate you, man. I know what you do, but definitely, introduce these people to you, man, and make sure they know who you are.
Hi, I'm Dama Reid, Dominique Reid, Annapolis born, L. Brown, Fishertown born, how we do. Started something new. I got my hustle business, my moving business out here. We do hauling. We do a little bit of everything. We do pressure washing. We just got into gourmet baking. We just do a little bit of everything right now. It's basically bringing everybody I know and all their skills and just putting it in one and letting them know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know how to do it, I know somebody do. So basically how we know how to do it. So that's basically where we at right now with it. We got all our family support. We all got stuff we got going on. So we definitely got a drive and a motivation to make us do what we need to do.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And so basically, man, you just brought the circle of people that you know doing big things, and y'all all kind of like just collaborated in y'all space, and you just basically support each other.
Yeah, you gotta want something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta want something. I ain't gonna say you gotta have a drive directly, but you gotta want something or want to make you have a drive. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you want something bad enough, you get you behind that car, you find a way to go get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta want something. You gotta want something for you. You gotta want something for your family members. You gotta want something for your family, kids, well. You know, so you drop. You gotta want something.
That's facts. And so, like, what made you come up with this idea, man? Like, what made you get started?
I got kids, so like, at the end of the day, I got kids, man. So I got stuff I gotta take care of. So back in 2017, I got fired from my job, and it definitely did a big financial role on me. It knocked me back on behind a little bit. I had to get situated and I didn't know how. At the time I made a whole bunch of mistakes. I got evicted from my house, everything at the time, just because I wasn't using my mind. I was so busy trying to jump out there and get a job instead of actually taking what I know and making a job and creating something myself. So being in that situation showed me that there's so many different ways to make money. People laugh at the people on the side of the road, but you'd be surprised how many people stop and get on money, probably make more money than you would at an average job throughout the day. So it's just like you gotta sacrifice and take what you know and put it to action. It might not be much to you, but somebody else, they willing to pay for that. You might be small, but at the end of the day, like every hustle, every trade, everything you think about, even if it's small or big, you never know. You know what I'm saying? It could blow big for you. People are very short-minded outside of, the people you might know. They might not know a lot of stuff. Like they might not know that you out here moving cosmetics, or you might not know you out here hauling or whatever, for example. So it's just outside of the aware of knowing. That's the only reason they ain't really using it.
Facts. And so, that's big. Like, for one, you getting evicted, you bouncing back, and like, for one, like just doing what you're doing now, majorly on a major scale, pulling all of these businesses together. And so, like, the moment of getting evicted was what kind of like sparked it all for you, or was it the simple fact of like, shoot, I don't ever want to feel this feeling again, man? Like,
it was like, I'm from the hood, so that's nothing crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I could survive on my own. You know what I'm saying? I could go out in the streets, I could have nothing and survive and make it, and you wouldn't even know it. I'm just coming from a straight hustle. Like a hustler could lose everything, when they're gonna be worried not one bit, because they know how they gonna get it back. They know they gonna get it back. They're not worried about that. I'm not worried about spending $100, $20, $1,000, whatever, because I know I'm gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? It's all about having a mindset of doing it, but it's just the fact that when you got kids in the middle, you don't want to be going through that and trying to do. It's different when you got kids in the middle of doing, but you still have to do that. You gotta be on your grind, and you gotta be on that times 10. Make sure they situated, and then all that stuff being moved like that. So that's how I move. Like I always put my kids first and never let me wrong. So like there's been times I literally turned $20 into like $300 within 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how I was gonna do it. Then it happens. And once you learn that, you know what I'm saying, you learn how to keep doing that. The goal is the goal ain't to become rich, but the goal is to become where I ain't gotta work every day. Where I ain't gotta spend so much money. Start small goals. Knock that full time down to part time, you know what I'm saying? Use it for insurance purposes, you know what I'm saying? And just do what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? You work as hard as everybody else, why not try to work for yourself? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm there.
It's like I said, man, he's not a man of many words, but he's a man of great words, man. And one major thing that you said, man, was I turned 20 in the 300 in 2 days. Like that's big for people that, you know, go to a 9 to 5 every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like really as hard as people work, like break their back, sweating, like going hard, 8 hours a day. And they still probably only come home with like $100 some odd just in that one day.
Yep.
But they really not realizing, like, if they put that same amount of time into a skill or a craft, and go out there and they build something for themselves, they probably could be able to create the same amount of money, if not more.
Yep.
And like another thing you spoke about was also they might not know. They just might not be aware of you being able to do that skill or having that skill or being able to turn that skill into money. And so, is that the main thing that you do for people, or like what's some of the things that you offer as far as a business, like that way they can be just aware of what to come to you for?
We like I said, we do hauling and we do moving, we do a lot of stuff, and the more people we add on, the more skills they know, and that's what we add on. So we try to, you know, tune up their skills. So if anything you need, we can shoot them your way and get them situated, get them licensed in what they want to do and what they want to know. We try to be they plan A, we're not playing A, we're playing B, playing C, just in case playing A didn't work out for them, you know. And have an option, show them that they can do more. And you want to start with the young people. So I like coming towards the younger people and people my age group, just because it's simple fact that I feel like that's the root. So once you start the root, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you get the whole tree. So it's like that's how I feel like start the root, just plant it. You know, you never know what it can grow into, but you never want to grow into nothing if you don't plant that seed. So it's like you got to be able to do what you need to do, and it's always a drive behind it. So I say, like, get yourself together, you know what I'm saying, figure out what you're good at, and you'll be surprised what these people will pay you to be good at. You know what I'm saying? You might not think it's good, but somebody might think that's amazing. So like, for real, like, I ain't gonna lie. And it's like, I mean, just like on the cooking aspect, like some people can't cook worth a dang, like, you know what I'm saying, but they see you cooking, they taste what you cooking, it's amazing, but to you it's nothing. It's been like this my whole life, you know what I'm saying? For real, I can't even cook like that, but you know, to them it's like, oh my God, you know, so it's just an example where, you know, there's so many ways to get out here. There's no reason you should be out here, you know, struggling. I ain't say struggling, but should be out here looking for different ways to make money, like just me in one way. So I don't know. That's the best way I can put it.
So what would you say is your definition of a hustler?
My definition of a hustler would be somebody who came from nothing, who has nothing, who can go to nothing and always make it back to where they are or beyond. That's my definition for hustler. Rather, no matter how far you knock them down, they always gonna come back. I got a homeboy who in the prison, you know what I'm saying? Majority of his life, back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But you learn your lessons.
Right.
You go in, you do what you need to do. He comes out, he's on house arrest for a year, you know what I'm saying? He's doing more on house arrest than these guys out here on their freedom, you know what I'm saying? Like, motivated me to do a lot. And when he comes off house arrest, you know, he's bossing, he out the road, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. And can't knock nothing he do. So like, at the end of the day, it shows me like, it ain't about what you know what I'm saying, you got. It's all about how you think and how you move forward. And how you know what you take, what you learn from your lessons, and you know put it forward towards what you got going on. But it's all about how you move, man. It's all about what you want. If you don't want nothing, you won't get nothing. If you don't want nothing, you won't get nothing. Don't just stick on your knees. You want something, go get it. You need something, go get it. Don't wait for people to sit there and give you something, go get it. You know what I'm saying? But go get it strategically, go get it smart. Don't sit here and just jump out there on the porch and then you sit here looking in the stupid in the rain. You gotta be able to jump out there and do it right.
facts. You don't want nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing. That's facts. It's all facts, man. And so, like, and another thing you spoke about, you said your homeboy went to prison and he came back, did his house arrest, but he's doing more on house arrest than most people are that's got freedom. And I call that like he's freeing his mind mentality.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of us are trapped within our minds, man, because even if some people have never been to jail, but a lot of them are still trapped within, okay, I got to go do this 9 to 5. I got this, I need to get my sleep, I need to get my rest, I don't want to do this, I don't want to fail. And like literally having so many different thoughts, 1,000 different thoughts. But it's like you are letting the fear of that maintain you and capture you rather than just saying, forget, I'm gonna go for it. Because I woke up and I'm alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so as long as I'm alive, I got opportunity.
Right.
And as long as I'm alive, I still can be able to create something amazing for myself and be able to do something that's bigger than me, because regardless, I can go get it.
Right.
And so, like, for you to say that and have those types of friends that are doing things in a major way, that, yeah, they might have been, you know what I'm saying, trapped for a quick moment, but they never, ever allowed themselves to get down.
Right.
And so, I mean, that's big, man. That's major.
Yeah.
And so, like, is that the people that helped frame your mindset, or would you say that you kind of formed that throughout just your own upbringing, or what really made you who you are?
I mean, just people you grow up with, man. You know what I'm saying? People come from nothing, they grow from nothing, they go to something. So like, you don't stay there forever. People always kind of see you growing up and they keep that mindset of you when you was this age, or you was in school or something like that. They always keep that mindset. People grow out of that. So it's like, to take what I know now and move forward, I call it LMS, local mindset. They just they look at it differently. They always see it differently. You know what I'm saying? So it showed me that moving around people and moving with people and moving, I guess you could say, kind of through people could also bring together a benefit towards your company and your mindset. You know how to do everything. It's really a three-way path on there. You know how to do this, you know how to do that, you know how to do this. You know how to move through these paths with these people, because it's how all of them move, whether they want to or not. They move different. If you know how to do it, you'll always forever be making that type of money. You'll always be making that type of friend or that type of associate. And what I mean by that example is, like, I got my hauling business, and so we go to the U-Haul spot all the time. And we might get, some people in there moving, older people in there moving, you know what I'm saying? We got this one lady, and we sitting there like, okay, we're gonna move it. She's moving to Chicago. She wants us to pack up the U-Haul. She has a driver, but she also wants us to drive down there. We weren't looking for nothing about $1,500 to do everything. This lady paid us about $4,000 to do everything. And she tipped us another $5 on the back end. We did, you know what I'm saying? It came off good, but we weren't expecting that. We created an associate because we didn't know the path we were taking with them. It's just about the path we took from them. It's all about what we gave them, because we knew how. We knew the pathway they wanted. We knew how we was gonna move with them. You know what I'm saying? We knew how to talk to them. We knew how to move. We knew exactly how they was, hurting. Like, it was an older lady. You know what I'm saying? We knew she was going to a home. So you gotta think, like, okay, when people going to a home, they got a different mindset than people who going to their home. So it's like, you gotta have that type of love for them too. You gotta show them like it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through this, and you're gonna be okay. You gotta have that type of compassion. You can't just be out here and, you know what I'm saying, and don't do nothing. A barber will tell you that. Any barber, like, you gotta be able to talk to your customers. You gotta be able to communicate. Right. That's what gets you off. When they see the heart you got, the drive you got, you ain't gotta say nothing. They'll promote you. You know what I'm saying? So that gets you out. Like, it's the path you take with people, and that's how I see it. Everybody don't think like you, so they don't need to drive like you. They're not gonna get in the same car as you. They're not gonna want to do that till they see how you think and how you move, actually do something. Then they gonna want to get on board. And then, like I said, it's okay. Right. It's okay to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I want my family to eat. I want your family to eat. I want everybody should be able to eat. Right. If everybody thought more like that, people wouldn't be out here struggling like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Like, I hold no grudges on nobody. A lot of stuff you gotta grow out of, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, I'm 32 years old, man. I'm 32.
Dang, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got my house, I got my kids, my family. I'm situated, you know what I'm saying? My business is going up. Like I said, I got a different mentality. I got different ideas. I got people on board, and it took me to suffer then to come to realizing that.
Right.
So many lessons in between. And if you don't ever take that rough path, you might not learn certain things.
You definitely have overcome. Like, you definitely have that mindset and that mentality of, shoot, I'm gonna go get it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and for you to be able to basically turn a $1,500 package into a $4,000, well, $5,000, really, you did numbers with it, bro. You did numbers with it. And that's just shows the point of, it's bigger than money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, even though money is how you can move and money makes the world go round in a way,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really how you treat people or how you handle yourself
Mm-hmm.
that can be able to put you in a way better position, in a way bigger position to be able to receive more.
Mm-hmm.
Because it all started with the mentality,
Yeah.
right? And so with the moving and hauling,
Yeah.
you started it with your own truck, or you went and you did your own thing, you got the rentals? Because I know you said you go to U-Haul all the time. But
Yeah. So we started off with the rentals, and so I ain't have a truck. Man, I'm sitting here looking at trucks, man. I went into the Ford dealership, you know what I'm saying? I bought the truck, I got the credit, I'm good. I ain't never really been the one to struggle with money. I've been smart with it, so it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and check them out. And see, like, back in the day, the truck probably run you about like 15, 20, 30 racks, a good truck, maybe 30, 40. Now the same truck will probably run you like 80, 90. So I go in there, I'm like, okay, So that's when I started learning I was flipping cars for a few years, bro. Like 2-3 years straight, and I might go back to I was flipping cars, but they stopped me because you can only do like 5 or 6 cars up a year. So
that's wild.
Yeah. So at the time, I don't know. I had a couple people I put their cars in their name, and we just kept going like that. And I was strategically just doing stuff. So it's just like, it's different ways to hustle, man. I'm telling you, and the more you and it's fun too, because it's like you meet new people and you'll be surprised how you come off and how you do what you do, man. For real, like my hauling business, I charge a minimum about $500 to $600. Man, shoot, you think you do that a few times a month, and you made what you would make out a month out of a job, really. Plus some, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say a lot of times tax free. Cause you do what you gotta do. Once you get an LLC and everything, that'll be different, but you'll still be moving how you want to move. It's about time. It's always about time. It's never about the money. It's always about time. And I'm telling you, what you do with your time will always make the money.
Appreciate today. I'm telling you,
what you do with your time will always make the money, man. That's one thing you can never get back. You know what I'm saying? The time you wasted, use it as a lesson. Use it as another time. You know what I'm saying? Use that as a lesson. Don't let it backtrack on you. Because if you didn't learn a lesson, then you failed. You will keep going through that.
Facts. And like I said, man, there's 2 things this man does not waste, and that's words and time, for sure. And so, and you dropped so many gems in this, man. So I'm definitely grateful that you came through, and definitely grateful that you had you on the platform. And as you see, man, it's all about the mentality. And so be willing to go get it, and don't let nobody stop you, because the only person stopping you really is you. And so, man, I ain't gonna take no more of your time, man. I'm grateful. Only thing that I need from you, man, I need you to drop a gem for us before you go.
Shoot, let me see a good gem for you before I roll. Let me see. Let me see. People, I say people. I'm gonna say people. Don't let nobody stop you from being who you need to be. Don't let nobody stop you from, you know what I'm saying, sprouting, man. If you see, they call them red flags now, but back in the day, man, we seen them, we wouldn't even slide into them. So nowadays, man, stop blaming other people for your problems, because you the one who pushed that problem. If you want more out of people, man, get more out of people. Also get more out of yourself. To understand that self-awareness got to come with self-understanding. So you got to understand them just like you got to understand yourself. Everybody's a hero of their own problems, man, their own story. And if you never ever read somebody else's story, you will always be the villain of them. You know what I'm saying? They'll be the villain of you. So that's why I say, like, man, stop letting people stop y'all from doing what you want to do. And if you can bless somebody, drop it off, man, because it'll always get the U-turn to come back and get you. Plus, it has somebody in the car with it to bless you even more. So you got to understand that when you actually out here dealing with people, stop being so frustrated with them. Show love, show understanding more. Like, man, people go through a lot of stuff, man, and like I said, man, you gotta be there to understand them people. Not even understand them, but just just try to bless them with what you know, knowledge, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be money. Everything's not about money. Stop making it about money. It's not. You got kids, spend that time with them. If you got family, spend that time with them. If you got whatever, what loved ones, friends, all that, spend that time with them, man. Just spend that time with them. Cut out the bull crap with them. Cut out the bull crap. People who don't want to be in your life. Get a support team. Go do what you want to do in your life. Life's too short. Don't waste it. Don't waste time. Don't waste time to go buy a house. Go buy a house now. You know what I'm saying? See what you got to do about it. Stop waiting for somebody else to tell you what you got to do about it. Most and foremost, stop asking Facebook. I can't stand people that ask Facebook. I can't stand that crap. I can't stand that. I can't stand somebody like, hey, Facebook, where's all the jobs? Go on Indeed. Go on Google. I can't stand when people like, where, man, look, if you would know this if you did your research. You feel me? Like, research, knowledge is power. If you do your research, you would understand. Like, a lot of Facebook will take you to the wrong direction. It'll take you to the right direction, sometimes take you to the wrong direction, man. And there's people out there waiting for people like you, scammers. So, like, be smart about what you do, man, especially if you got kids. That's basically what I'm saying, so.
Facts. Nah, definitely, bro. Definitely, man. It's all... Hey, you dropped a few gems, bro. Like, a few, man. And so, I'm, like, for real, man, I'm grateful that you did this, man. And, like, I definitely cannot wait to, tap in with you again, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop answering Facebook. go on Indeed. Google for sure. Google is the resource, man.
It ain't even gonna be about a job, man. It could just necessarily just be like, whatever. I don't understand people just be on the app. I mean, I understand that's your last resort. That'd be people's first resort. They ain't even gotta be a resort for people. They just be so mad. I don't know. They go on Facebook. Facebook, stop doing it. Stop doing that, because to me it's just like you ain't really looking for but attention. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Like asking this, whatever. But also networking. You can network on Facebook, but just make sure you do it. Make sure you do it right. If you get on there and post all these half-naked photos and all that other crap, make sure you get on there and network with your people and share them and love on them too. Stop asking for discounts. Stop asking for whatever. Spend that money with them too, man. These people work hard for their crafts out here. Shout out to everybody in Kannapolis to put it down as far as DJing, music, everything. We got a lot coming out of Kannapolis, man. Concord area. We definitely, coming up on the up. It ain't gotta be about Charlotte or Greensboro all the time. We can come to small cities, surrounding areas is coming up nowadays, and that's what we're looking at. A lot of local artists are better than the hip hop artists I listen to every day, man. And this is real. Just a lot of people I see indeed, a lot of talented brothers out here, a lot of talented sisters out here, man. Put that shit to use. Put that shit to use. Don't let nobody stop you. Put that shit to use. I'm telling you. It drive 4 wheels, hit all the motherfuckers with every single tire. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who's in your way. Run them over, man. Run them over, man. Hey, really, run them over, man.
For real.
Because, hell, it's like a deer in hell. Like, they see you coming with the lights, man. They gonna be in your way, man. They supposed to be in your way, but it's up to you to knock them out from whatever you want to do. I'm harsh. I go through them. Whatever you want to do.
Nah, thanks. I mean, it's mandatory, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's mandatory, bro. Because especially coming from where we come from, man, like, you look at it like, for one, Kannapolis is a football city.
Yes.
But, like, the surrounding areas, they are doing so many big things that even we have the ability to do it, but until we come together and we actually do that, or we all that are trying to change the narrative and change our own lives, really come together and build something, then it's just gonna keep being about them. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right for them to do their thing, but still understand that just because they're doing that doesn't mean we can't do it here as well.
Correct.
Because we have just as much talent, just as much power, and just as much ability, and that's the reason why, man, like, doing platforms like this, doing what you're doing as far as with your services and pulling everybody together and utilizing, hey, this person's good at this, man, go tap in with them on that. Like, that's important. Like, that's a skill, that's an ability that definitely pays bills and definitely changes lives. And one thing, a lot of the things that you spoke about today definitely brought us some skills that pays bills. And I'm grateful for that, man. And everybody that can tap into this podcast and tap into this channel, I'm very grateful for you all. And of course, I'm definitely grateful for this brother utilizing his time and words to be able to come here and allow himself to be heard today, man. And so, appreciate you, bro.
Let the beat build up.
Hey, good love. As always, appreciate today.
About what he's done.
face. But shit, if I excel, I know it never was a race. Just a kid from the south side, my job ain't done.